One day, my son called me from his university in UK. Mom, I'm running short of money. Can you transfer some funds by tomorrow? I was in Delhi in those days and it was 10 p.m. in the night. I said, no worries, son. You will get the money tomorrow before you wake up. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and mentors. Being a professional banker for over 2 decades, this incident made me think the paradigm shift that has taken place in the Indian banking industry. Automation has tremendously improved the efficiency and the productivity in the banks. There was a time when for any transfer of funds outside India, a number of documents were required. You had to physically visit your bank branch and then it would take a number of days for the money to reach its destination. But now, with smartphone, it takes only a few minutes. When I joined Allahabad Bank in the year 1991, the whole banking process was manual. A simple cash deposit transaction had to be recorded in 4 different registers and as many number of people were required to do the same. Public dealing was only till afternoon and post lunch we were required to reconcile the daily transactions of the branch. This is the glimpse of the registers of those times. They used to be quite heavy. But now, with core banking, the whole banking process is automated and therefore the public dealing times have increased. Similarly, a simple check deposit had to go through an elaborate process before the account was credited. The branch collected all the checks and sent it to its clearinghouse. The bank clearinghouse sent all the checks to the RBI clearinghouse. The RBI clearinghouse sent the checks to the payee bank clearinghouse and the payee bank clearinghouse sent the checks to the respective payee bank branch. And the same process was repeated in reverse for the credit of the check. It would take days if not weeks for the credit to come. But now with RTGS and IMPS, instant transfer of money is possible. Let me share a few statistics from Indian banking industry. The business per employee in public sector banks. There has been an increase of about 75% in business per employee from the year 2008-9 to 2012-13. This was the period when core banking was introduced in most of the banks in India. The employee cost to operating expense. The employee cost to operating expense has remained almost constant at 40%, even though the banking business has increased tremendously. This is an interesting slide. The cost of bank transaction. When we walk into a bank branch, the cost of the transaction to the bank is rupees 75. When we do a similar transaction through ATM, it is only rupees 15. When we do an online transaction, the cost is rupees 2. And when we do a mobile transaction, it is only rupees 1. One second, I can't see Shruti. Okay. Now let me share some interesting facts from the Indian banking industry. The first governor of RBI was Osborne Smith and the first Indian governor was C.D. Deshmukh. Allahabad Bank, in which I served for 27 years, was established in 1865 and is the oldest public sector bank in India. Imperial Bank was renamed as State Bank of India on 1st July 1955. ICICI Bank was the first bank to provide internet banking in India in the year 1998. Union Bank was inaugurated by Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1919. This is a picture of our head office in Calcutta of Allahabad Bank. Now let me share some interesting facts from my tenure in Allahabad Bank. My mother opened my first savings bank account in Allahabad Bank in the year 1978, and I retired from the same bank in 2018. Interestingly, I am now drawing pension from that savings account. I have been part of the transition from manual to computerized and to core banking in my bank. I was actively involved in the demonetization exercise in the year 2016. It may interest you to know that RBI was printing currencies for Gulf countries till the 1970s. If any of you are interested in knowing more about this currency, you can visit the currency museum in Central Bank of Bahrain, which is open on all working days.